Joining us now here on Medlab Middle East TV is Dr. Saeed Alamoudi from Borg Diagnostics. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us a bit about Borg Diagnostics, please.
First of all, thank you for having me today. Borg is one of the largest chain laboratory in the MENA region, established on 1998, stretching throughout the KSA with 128 active sites. And we present also in whole Gulf country and also Africa, Sudan and Ethiopia. Borg is a vital player in the clinical diagnostic segment of the healthcare services, with more than 83 international accreditation and national as well, offering a high quality and unique clinical services to the patient. And also Borg nowadays we are trying to cope and to match the vision of 2030. Vision of 2030 consists of 8 themes. Let me give you a brief idea about the vision 2030. It consists of 8 themes. All the themes focus on improving the life standard. Number 1 theme is healthcare transformation. Now there are 3 pillars there. Number 1, facilitate the accessibility to the healthcare services, improve the efficiency and quality of the healthcare services, and promote the awareness against the health risk factor. So in order to match and to cope with this vision, we adapted and modified our shape according to the customer need and the requirement from the government side.
So to meet these evolving customer needs, what have you brought to this year's Medlab Middle East? What are the key things you're keen to share with visitors about your services, your offerings?
So our journey is for last 25 years, and we have taken many steps to improve our service as a rapid response to the customer need. For example, we focused on the digital transformation. Borg now developed mobile application as a rapid response to the customer need. Also, there is further improvement in the e-commerce digital platform, which enable us to take faster, better, smarter decision. So digital transformation is very important. This is our priority now. And also in order, as I told you earlier, to match with the Vision 2030, to facilitate the accessibility of the customer to our service, we have introduced 2 reference labs, the biggest in the region, in Jeddah and Riyadh, serving the whole population of the region with wide scope of service. All the scope of service is there, starting with academy, electron microscope, molecular genetic, analytical chemistry, newborn screen, and even molecular microbiology. Now, the aim of having these 2 labs, the aim, first of all, to maintain our role and position as a leadership in the region. Number 2, to facilitate the accessibility of the customer to our service, and the most important thing, and to match with the Vision 2030, to localize the test. Some of the tests currently, not some actually, there is significant number of tests currently sent overseas.
Right.
Now we want to localize this test to match with the Vision 2030.
Talk to me about franchising as well, because I know that's something else that you've brought as a message to this year's Medlab Middle East.
Thank you for asking this question. This is very important. We have recently introduced a new model of business called franchise. Our business model is B2B, business to business, where we take sample from other hospital, government or private hospital. This hospital, they are not performing this test in-house. They send it to Borg. This is B2B. B2C, this is walk-in customer coming to my lab to do some health or wellness packages. Check about your vitamin D, your skin, your hair. We have a package. We have designed a package for this kind of people. Now, Lab management also one of the business model that we take the whole lab from any hospital and run the lab from A to Z. Manpower, machine, reagent, so the lab belong to the Alborg. Now the new business model is franchise, and we are going here to explain in depth to our visitors about this model, especially the potential investor who are willing to participate in the clinical diagnostic services. So franchise, it is in the beginning. Already we start in Bangladesh and to be followed in Thailand, that investors who have the potential or the desire to take our name, and we offer the name, the training, the logo, the recipe, the whole things, the education to facilitate the work and so on. So population health management is very important, and it is a part of the Vision 2030. And as I mentioned, that people pay in their wellness more than their illness. The aim of the population health management that to study a group of population from any city and analyze their data to know the risk factor that may cause a chronic illness. So here you work both ways. You prevent the happening of the chronic illness and reduce the financial burden on the government side.
So it's a worthwhile investment from governments, even though there's an upfront cost there. In the long term, there is a net benefit for that population, for that society.
Absolutely.
Fascinating to chat with you. Thank you so much for joining us here on Medlab Middle East TV, and I wish you every success for your future plans. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you.